Hey guys, welcome to the video. In this video, we're going to talk about percentage type of questions. So for this, I've already taken a number and I'm going to explain you all the percentage tips basing on that number. The first number I've taken here, as you can see, is 40. So what we're going to do with this 40 is we're going to find out 25% of that number. So 25% of any number is going to be that number which is given, and divide that number by 4. So in this case it's going to be 25% of 40. That's going to be 40, the number, divided by 4. That's going to be 10. So let's take another example of 25%. So the 25% of 100 is going to be 100, the number, divided that by 4. That's going to be 25. So next step is we're going to find out what is 50%. So the 50% of 40 is going to be 40, the number, divide that number by 2, that is going to be 20. And 50% of 100 is going to be 100, divide that number by 2, and then we're going to get 50, right? So this is all easy math. So what if they ask us 65% of that number, 40, right? So let's take like 5 steps, as you can see below, and see how we can finish this question. So 65% of 40, the first step we're going to do is we're going to find out what is 10% of 40. As you can see, what is 10% of 40, and then we're going to take that 10%, and then that is going to be 40 by 10, that's going to be 4. And then the second step, we're going to do what is 1% of 40. So the 1% of 40 is going to be 40, divide that 40 by 100, that's going to be 0.4. So the step 3 is as same as the multiplications that we did before. It's going to be splitting that number or the percentage into easy math. So it's going to be 60% plus 5%, as you can see. So what we've done here is 60% and 5%. So there's nothing to worry about 60%, neither the 5%, because we already know what is 10%. So we can take that 10% and multiply that number by 6, so that we get 60% of it. And that is, we get 6 into 10% of the number, as you can see here, is 4. So that is 6 into 4, that's going to be 24. And then 5%, we can find that out in 2 ways. The first thing is take that 10%, like you can have 10% of 40, that's 4, divide that number by 2, and we get what is 5% of it. Or alternative step is you can take 1%, which is 0.4, and we can multiply that 5 times. That is 5 into 0.4, that's going to be 2. And once you find out what is 60% and what is 5%, step 5 is just adding them. That's going to be 24% plus 2%. So that is 24 plus 2, that's going to be 26. So for next step, we're going to be talking about, let's say another example, 34% of 132. Okay, so for the first step, just find the 10%, that is take that number 132 and divide that number by 10, that's going to be 13.2. And step 2 is going to be 1% of 132, that's going to be 132 by 100, that's going to be 1.32. Step 3 is going to be 34%. So we can do it in the way as 3 into 10% plus 1 in 1% into 4. That's going to be 3 into 10% is 13.2, and 1% is 1.32 into 4 times. That's going to be 39.6 into 5.28. That's going to be 44.88, right? This is all we care about. Now, as you can see below, or you can see above, we can do the 10% and 1% also without any stress. So the basic rule for that one is 10% of any number x, y, and z is xy dot z. Like if you take a decimal point and put it after the first digit from the left, that's going to be the 10%, and if you put it from 2 digits from the left, that's going to be the 1%. And 25% of that number is going to be xyz by 4, and 50% of that number is going to be xyz by 2, right? This is what we're going to do, and this is so simple. I hope this helps. This simplifies your problems with percentage type of questions. If you have any other questions, you can just reach me out at wellsorg2014@gmail.com, and or you can watch YouTube videos of more questions like this and more problem solving skills like this. Go to YouTube and search for WellsORG, and on the Facebook too. If you want to search us and follow us and like us, just go for Facebook and search for WellsORG, and we should be right there. So thanks again for watching in, thanks again for tuning in, and I hope you have a great day, and thank you for listening again. Have a good day. Thank you.